My name's Julian Boggs. I work as the Great Plains Field Associate for Environment America. So I was a biology major in college. I have always cared passionately about the environment, and I thought that the best way to protect the environment was just to learn more about it. Then, you know, the more I did science, one, I realized the physical day-to-day work wasn't really for me. And then I also realized that we actually, to a lot of our problems, we know the solutions, and we know what the problems are, and we know how to fix them. You know, what's stopping us is not lack of knowledge, it's lack of political will and public motivation. So I work to represent Environment America in North Dakota, which is a state that, you know, has not gotten a lot of attention from environmentalists. Now I can really see how important working in the Midwest is, and it's just really great to be able to work there. You know, it's absolutely a huge swing region of the country. It's, you know, where one of the regions where it's just going to be so critical over the next coming years to build support for our issues, because you can win all the votes you want from, you know, the Northeast or the West Coast, but until you build support in the Midwest, we're never really going to be able to pass smart policy that's going to protect our environment for future generations. In North Dakota, it's a state that's trends Republican and has 2 Democratic senators. And so that makes it a swing, but it's also this really interesting situation where it's a state that has huge oil and coal reserves, but it's also has the largest potential for wind energy in the country. And so it's an enormous swing state for a lot of reasons, and it's really politically important for us to be there. One of the things that we wanted to do in North Dakota is really show our senators that not only is clean energy something that the people want, but it's something that is smart for business and is good for the economy. And we needed to show this to our senators directly. And it's so easy for senators out there in Washington, D.C. to you know, get disconnected from what's actually happening on the ground. And so Environment America got a grant to fly out state legislators and clean energy business owners from swing states across the country. And so I flew to Washington, D.C. with 2 state legislators, the Fargo City Commissioner, whom I had worked with on a press conference earlier, as well as a clean energy business owner. And we all flew out to D.C., met personally with each of the North Dakota senators, and so that we could talk to them and tell them not only is this, the state legislators could speak about, you know, what clean energy was doing in their districts, and also the support they were hearing from their constituents on the ground for clean energy and switching to energy efficiency. And then we had a clean energy business owner to tell a story about, you know, actually the jobs that can be created, and with actually better policy that gave people real incentives to invest in clean energy, he would be able to hire more people and there would be more clean energy businesses sprouting up. So that was an incredible opportunity to meet with the senators directly, you know, hear their thoughts, and then let us tell our story, because so many times senators are just there in Washington and the only people they have to talk to are the oil and coal lobbyists. So we wanted to be sure to get our folks in there. But none of that would have been possible if I hadn't done the work building the relationships on the ground, and if our larger coalition hadn't done the work to help us get those people excited about flying to Washington, D.C.